I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, 20! You don't want to go Wazzy! Switch!
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
He's checking. Crash. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Reload! Kill. Hey, Alabama. Regular.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
72.
Now a play fake. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Breon Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40. A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A nice run there by Gurley on 1st down as he'll get about 7 out of it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
To throw is Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Ryan is complete to Jones. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a 1st down.
21. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Gun.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Big stop, G. Big play.
Here's Ryan to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
X3, 2AC, chop. Hey, South. Check 4. Check 31. Check. Space. Go. Oh, Eddie's got it.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The kick by Bryant is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
Get up. Shift. Jackson, reload.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He's coming. We got double up. Wait.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Complete to Jones. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, 66. Hey, Alabama.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. And that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's got Evans. A gain of 22.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Richard. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 35.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Complete. Smith has it. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Shotgun now. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Torrey Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Gurley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. They go play action now. Ryan dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, D.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Ryan on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Ryan. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Ryan. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady caught by Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go. Check. Hey.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Shut that. Motion. Check.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to loft one deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tuesday. Right there, 54.
Now Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Ready, 25. Check. Walk 54. Don't get nervous.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Hey, go 66.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
25. Check 22. General West.
Another carry now for Gurley. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
65.
Hey, box truck, box truck. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. He finds his target, it's Evans. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
To throw, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Let's go, baby.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Brady now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Brady again. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you get momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack on first down, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Here we go, check it.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught at the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Check three.
Alert.
From the gun, Brady. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 99.
Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
He's got it up to the 15. Showed off some fancy footwork there on the play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 15-yard line.
22 jet bomber. Gun.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the toss, it's Gurley. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Get ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Brady now on 1st down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Brady going to go on 4th down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Again, it's Brady. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jalen Richard. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gurley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check, 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 check. Under 10, 10.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ready, blue 80. 525.
Check the out, check the out, check the out.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the